welcome to another episode of It's All Black and White. Early kickoff today. It's a strange one, getting up, sort of pretty much getting ready and getting out the house to go down to the game. We're playing Swindon today. We should be getting 3 points from this fixture, in my opinion. We need to bounce back from that unfortunate result against Walsall. Plenty of positives, I think, from the first half against Walsall. A side that are obviously top of the league by a distance. But yeah, the team's out. We've just seen the team. It's unchanged, I think, isn't it, from our last game?
The only thing is Cerula's back on the bench. So it was down as an illness, wasn't it? So it must have been a pretty serious illness.
Yeah.
To be out for 3 games. Just
looking on in Tom's car now, it's saying it's 2 degrees, so it's probably going to be the coldest home game of the season. So we're all wrapped up here. Making our way down now. It's about 11:45, so we'll probably get down into the ground for about 12 o'clock.
And the world's oldest professional football club, Matchday! Number 5, Matty Black.
a little bit concerned with today's game. It feels a bit flat with it being a half-time kick-off, just for me anyway. Swindon have beaten Grimsby, they've drawn with Wimbledon, 2 teams around us. So, I don't want us to fall short today. They've not lost in 4. I think they've won 2, drawn 2. We're coming off the back of the Walsall game with an unchanged side. We look fatigued in the second half, so we've got to be professionals there, get it done. Shamanga up top for them, we know a few of their players. Their right back, if it's the same right back that played at their place, I'd really impressed me early on in the season. We'll see. Off the ball from Didsey, good header, it was looping, and then it came back to Jatta, who, there was a man in front, couldn't really put it in the back of the net. It was a tricky opportunity. But yeah, good play down the wing, put it into Didsey. I thought he'd given a corner, but he's given a goal kick. It was not a bad start, 3 minutes in.
12 minutes into the first half. Notts having a lot of good possession. McGoldrick in particular seems to be picking out some really nice passes, breaking the lines. We do look threatening, but Swindon definitely have that threat in them as well. They've just sort of had a half chance on the edge of the box, but their strikers put it over. But I think we've got the good building blocks in this game to build off and get a win. I think these are definitely the
Won the ball through from Crowley. I don't know if it's an own goal. No, Didsey. It looked like it might have been an own goal. I was heading in anyway. But a great ball through from Crowley to Sam Austin, who dinked it into the back post. Jatta sort of headed it across and rebounded a few times, then came back in from the other side. And it's 1-0 just like that. And 17 minutes in. Good, we can settle and let's see what Swindon can do now. Big tackle from Sam Austin as Swindon looked to go forward. Looked like he was going to get a shot away, and Austin just blocked it, got back up off the floor and played the ball away. We've had a few good chances, but so have they. They've hit one into side netting where they put the ball over the top. And as I watch now, as George Abbott brings the ball forward, a second goal for our time would be great, just like we wanted on New Year's Day. We do see him in control a lot of the time. It's just a few lapses in concentration or when they hit us on the break. Yeah, we're content to just play the ball around and we play it sort of centrally again and lose the ball. But 31 minutes in, you can't be too disheartened with the performance so far. It's been pretty good.
2-0 to Notts. McGoldrick again, beautifully fed through ball for him, and he just slots it past the keeper. Really well taken goal. McGoldrick has been on fire the last 2 months. What a player!
What did I say at the start of the season? Before it started, I said
McGoldrick's finished, something like that.
Yeah, I said no, I didn't. I said top scorer.
Yeah, he did. He's well on track, isn't he?
Yeah, him and Jatta, like 21 between them already, 22.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal player he is for us at the moment.
Half-time here at Meadow Lane, Notts County 2, Swindon.
Half-time, Notts are 2-0 up against Swindon. A game that first 10 minutes I said to you, didn't I? I don't have a great feeling about this. Now, we can't be anything but confident we're going to get a win. But we're 1-0 up against Walsall, and we lost. We've seen a few times this season 2 very different halves. But I mean, they could have scored.
I think they've had probably about as many, or if not more, chances to score than we have. They've had their threats. We've had all the possession. In those moments they have carved out some half decent chances. Really, in fact, they've had 2 or 3 really good chances that they probably should have made more of.
Yeah.
But I think we've just been more clinical. But you've got to mention it. I know we already talked about him, but David McGoldrick, what has he done? Like, before this season started, you were saying you think he's going to be a top goal scorer. I couldn't see it coming, but the level he's playing at, and it's not just the goals, it's the passing. It's been unbelievable, and if this continues for another couple of months, I think it would be silly not to offer him another year on his contract.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the game before anyone else. I think Bradford's just kicked off against Grimsby half an hour later than us. But we've got an opportunity to put a little bit of pressure on teams around us. So, yeah, I'm delighted, absolutely delighted with the first half. I want to say another mention as well for Sam Austin, because Sam Austin's been unreal.
Relentless.
He must be shattered.
Defensively, amazing.
Yeah, but if we can, see another 10, 15, 20 minutes out, or get another goal, you've got an opportunity to bring Nick Cerullo on and then Jody on as well, which would be great. Yeah.
Confirmation of the substitutions made at half-time.
Second half then, Holloway made 3 changes at half-time. No, the last time I saw that, he's obviously not happy with what he's seen, and they have now brought on their right back, who I was mentioning earlier. Couldn't see if he was starting the game when the players came out, but they have brought him on now, and I was really impressed. And one of the most impressive players I've seen this season, actually. Yeah, let's see how these 3 changes affect the game. Hopefully, not too much. Austin wins the ball back. It's excellent work from Sam Austin. Puts it into Jata, and he puts it across for Diddy. Would have been his hat-trick, and he's put it over the bar. He was stretching a bit, and it was a quick counter-attack. But that would have been incredible. It would have been a brilliant hat-trick. Would have seen the game completely done. Swindon are going for a little bit more, but it's leaving a few spaces like what we've just seen.
Free kick to Knoxend on the edge of the area. Dan Crowley taken down. It's a really good opportunity. We've got Crowley and Didsy standing over it. The ref's just getting the wall behind the line that he's put. They've got a man lying down on the floor, just in case. I'm wondering if McGoldrick's going to take this to try and get his hat-trick. Goes the whistle. No, straight into the wall. Bounces back out. Over to Platt. Just passing it around at the back now. Feeds it through to Palmer. A bit of a wasted opportunity that was there, to be honest. I think, they've got a man lying on the floor, and we went low with it. Got to do better, I think, with no set piece.
Take 2 then. Exact same position, exact same player ball down, except this time it's Didsy and Josh Martin stood over it. I'm sure Didsy's going to take this. When a player's playing as well as Didsy is, just let him take it. Let him take it. I mean, passes have been incredible, 2 goals. Will this time be different though? Oh, it's blocked! Oh. Blocked, and Matty Palmer is down on the floor, looked to have put it in. But Josh Martin, one of them with their fullback. He's going to dink that in. He does. It's gone.
Come on, Nids.
And they've cleared the ball. 2 great opportunities. You just need that third to kill the game off. Couple of chances for Swindon. Just saying to George, you need to be ruthless if you want to get promoted. And 2-0 is a scoreline where if they've got a corner now, they just need to score from a corner a minute ago. If they've got a corner and it's ricochets off someone, all of a sudden they've got momentum for the last 15 minutes and you lose 3 points. Corner comes in and it goes for another corner. No one really knew where it was going. So very important, in those opportunities to get a third goal that we do. Corner to Notts now, massive opportunity then. Didsy was played in by Jody Jones, and then he laid off Sam Austin. Very, very good shot, but the keeper just palmed it away. We've got a corner now, 84 minutes gone. You'd like to think that's the game. I mean, you never know with football. It would have been nice to get a third. There's still time for a third, but who knows? So Matty Palmer going to take the corner. Conor Grant is there short, but let's see what we're going to do. I think let's just go straight in. Oh, rest slowed it down. Once seen something in the box. I mean, it suits not, so it slows the game down a bit, doesn't it? About 5 to go plus out of time.
But Goldrick just had an absolutely wonderful effort there. He's tried to do a bicycle kick. It's just gone wide. He's just coming off now. It's a shame he didn't get his hat-trick. But he's been absolutely brilliant today. Easily man of the match for me. He's getting a standing ovation here. Absolutely fantastic. It looks like we're going to go on to win this now. 7 minutes of added time. Just nothing silly now.
Is number 6, Jack Hinchy. And the final score here at Meadow Lane is Notts Council 2, Swindon Town 0.
Full time, back in the car. We have won 2-0. Someone texted me saying, how's the game gone? I replied saying, comfortable. I can't think of another word to describe it. They were poor. They were really poor.
Yeah,
we were good.
Yeah, we dominated. We had a lot of possession. I think we saw in that game sort of what we saw against Walsall in the first half. I think we were very dominant, very good with possession. Really decisive in that final third and being brave as well in the final third. Trying some things that might not pull off. But, you know, when they do, and when they don't, the players are being congratulated, which is good.
I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but I feel like every episode we've done for like the last month, we said we could have scored 5 or 6. I don't know if that's great. It's obviously great we're creating chances, but we need to like be ruthless, because if that game goes to 3-0, you've won easily. We said earlier in the video, a nick off someone's shin from a corner and they've scored, and all of a sudden they're back in it. Got to be ruthless, but we're creating so many chances. Today we could have scored 7 or 8. Yeah,
McGoldrick could have scored 4 or 5 on his own here today.
Yeah.
Unfortunate not to get his hat-trick, but just phenomenal performance on him today.
Yeah. Alex Bass, what's your score him?
7.
Yeah, clean sheet again.
Makes sort of one passing error, doesn't he, throughout? But I mean, he's made a couple of saves, so yeah, 7.
Yeah. Rob McDonald, we got a bit of stick for saying he was quite good against Walsall. I thought it was okay again today. I thought it was all right. I'm going to give him a 7 because part of a defence that keeps a clean sheet and under no real pressure. Matty Platt and Bedu, I'm going to give all 3 of them, McDonald, Platt and Bedu, a 7.
I'm going to give Platt a 7.5 and Bedu a 7. I think Platt was exceptional. Did some, last minute tackling and he's just solid, isn't he? Great, solid defender.
I think that I've said to you as well, I don't think he's actually as slow as us and other people have made out.
Yeah.
He's actually got a bit of pace about him, and he just positioned himself very, very well. Gives himself a few yards on some strikers. So yeah, very, very good. Let's go to the wing backs then. Let's start with Josh Martin. He's got himself a contract.
He's got himself in form as well. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Martin. He's playing really well. I was sort of maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago going into December, I'm thinking, geez, we just need to ride this out and maybe get 1 or 2 wing backs in for January. But I'm looking now. We've got Jones coming back. We've got Martin in good form, and we're going to go on. Yeah, we've got Cerullo. We've got Sam Austin as well, who we'll go on to in a minute.
Me.
What a player he's become in that wing back position. So all of a sudden it's looking the opposite. We're looking really strong in those positions.
I'm going to give Josh Martin a 7.5.
7 for me. Yeah.
I just think the turnaround is incredible, and he has played League One football, and now you can see why. And I do think that the thing is with him is we were trying to play him in when we're going through that bad spell. You put a player in a good team, it's much easier.
Yeah.
And he's like, you never know 20 minutes before Cheltenham, before we knew he was going to be playing, that we'll be giving Josh Martin these ratings for the next 3 games.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely incredible turnaround from him. Sam Austin on the other side, right? I'm watching Sam Austin nutmeg players, take them on, win the ball back off people, put great crosses in, have efforts on goal. Honestly, you cannot drop him.
No, you can't. Look, Sam Austin's been a great player for us, but at the moment, like he's he's almost unrecognisably good, isn't he, in that position?
Yeah.
He's so good. Like you said, taking players on. Defensively, he's very, very good. One possession back, more times than I can remember today. So I was really blown away with his performance today. It was very, very closely contested for man of the match between him and Didsey for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him an 8.5.
I'm going to go 8.5 as well. I mean, there were questions around in that poor spell. We're playing and there were a few whispers. We're playing players like Sam Austin is a League 2 quality, up 100%. Yeah, I mean, wing back is his position. That right wing back spot is now his position. It has to be.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, just to say has he played nearly every minute in the festive period?
I think he has,
That's outstanding from him. 8.5, you gave him, didn't you?
Yeah,
I'm going to go 8.5 as well.
Yeah.
In the midfield then, George Abbott.
A little bit loose today, I thought, with possession. I thought he had a good game. Make some really, key passes in the... I think he got an assist as well, did he?
Yeah, great assist.
He got an assist as well today, so you can't be too harsh on him. But again, I think he gets himself about so much on the pitch. He's bound to make 1 or 2 errors because he's picking up the ball so often. So I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go 7.5 as well. Pretty much echo what you said. I thought he got better as the game went on. The first 10 minutes were a little bit shaky from Notts, but then they really got into it, didn't they? And he just got better and better. And then his partner, Matty Palmer, I thought was outstanding today. I'm going to give him an 8. Might seem a bit high, but I was watching the work rate he was doing off the ball, the little link-ups. Yeah, it was just a very, very, very good performance. Vintage Matty Palmer performance. Again, getting better and better. The switch to put Crowley further forward has obviously worked for Crowley, but it's worked for him as well. It's worked for Matty Palmer because he's just allowed to do what he does. And I think we're finally seeing him back to his pre-injury form.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Well, not as well, but I'm just going to give him a 7. I thought, mirror what you said, but very, very good player to have week in, week out, isn't he, in the centre of the park? Yeah.
Yeah. Then go Dan Crowley. Bought off because I think from the second half against Walsall was tired, leggy. A lot of loose passes today, and I'm not complaining. I'm not saying, it's just today's performance, holding on the ball a little bit too long.
I'm complaining.
Yeah,
He's held on the ball for too long, and he was losing possession. It wasn't one of his best performances by any stretch, and he'll know that. Yeah, disappointing really. I think it's been a very tough Christmas period. He's played a lot of minutes, but he just didn't really look himself today. He had his moments. He had moments sort of on the edge of the area where he's making things happen. A couple of passes that broke the lines and stuff like that. But I think as a whole, his performance wasn't up to his usual standard, was it?
What are you giving?
6.
I'm 6.5.
Okay.
Because 6 for me is, pretty average. I'm 6.5, just above average. I mean, still created quite a bit, but yeah, those moments where he could have released the ball a bit quicker. Then go to, I'm going to say Didsey to the end. We'll go to Jota.
Jota was good. I mean, his hold-up play, it's definitely improving. Yeah, I thought he played a role in the game today without really scoring. So, going to give him a 7.
I'm going to go 7 as well. Quite a lot we saw him run down the channels, which we haven't seen him do. And he's very powerful with the ball. People couldn't get it off him. Yeah, good hold-up play. And then Didsey. 2 goals. My pick for top goal scorer this season, but if you'd have said right now he'd be on 10 goals, I think I'd have said, I'm not sure about that. But what a season he's having. 4 goals against Swindon this season. 4 goals. They must absolutely hate him. Holloway would pull his hair out, won't he?
Yeah, he would be, yeah.
Against Didsey, yeah. 9.
I'm going to give him a 9, yeah. I think he's been very, very good over the festive period, but today, I mean, he was just something else. He really was something else. He's passing, he's making things happen. When he was trying to get his hat-trick, he was really making things happen, wasn't he? He was getting himself in all sorts of positions and trying to get that goal. And that bicycle kick near the end, that would have been amazing, wouldn't it, if he got that in? But unfortunately, he didn't. But yeah, blown away with his performance today. Really, really impressed. Yeah,
I agree. 9 for me. Outstanding. Then comes the subs. Jody, I don't really think had enough time to really do much.
It's just good to see him getting.
Connor Grant, again, very quite lucid possession at times, but he's coming back from injury. Giovanni Brown did nothing, and Robbie Cundy, it's good to see him. I just hope we don't see any of Robbie Cundy because the Nessa McCarr injuries are
worse than we thought, and he's just building him back into the squad. I hope it's just a chance, you know, giving minutes to players. And then we saw Hinchy as well, didn't we? Who came on moments before Dizzy was announced as man of the match. Not enough time for anyone. That wraps up our player ratings then. Let us know what you thought. However you watched or listened to the game, let us know your thoughts on that, but also your player ratings. We are very, very, very close now to 4,000 subscribers, so we're looking to hit that very soon. 12 points from 15 on the festive period, and the only team we've lost to are the league leaders.
Yeah,
Walsall. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Grimsby coming up next week, then I think it's Accrington, then we're home again. We've got Bromley and Carlisle, so, you know, some massive fixtures coming up, but it's looking very positive. Let's see what happens in about 10 minutes, I think, when the rest of the sides kick off. But yeah, we're in a strong position after these festive games.